Happy morning.
Happy morning, sir.
Okay. Now we will have a small introduction just to understand each other. Because we are trying to work on confidence building. It will always be a interactive learning experience for all of us. So yeah, I'll start with me. My name is Dr. Mallikarjuna. I've completed my M.Tech in computer science, and from past to 25 years I've been in the field of training and software development. I've been associated with NSTI since 15 years, and I'm also a resource person for Deccan Herald since 17 plus years. So I have two kids. My elder son is studying his third year IIT in Kharagpur. He is a topper there, and my younger son is doing his diploma in computer science. So my wife is a housewife, and she is the very reason how my son became an IIT in third year now. So I'm a resource person. I go and I train people on personality development sessions on hardware networking and some software related courses also. So this is all about me, and I have an honorable doctorate in the field of life skills training, leadership skills training, yoga training, these kind of an activities. Yes, sir. Happy morning.
Sir, happy morning, sir. Myself, Ganapati, sir. I am working in NSRY Karwar Material Department.
Okay.
I am from Andhra Pradesh,
Okay.
sir. I completed Diploma in Mechanical Engineering in 2012. From onwards, I have do some shipbuilding center में some works are carried out, sir.
Okay. And you have been working since how many years, sir?
Now 7 is completed, sir. 2017 onwards, I working in NSRY Karwar.
Okay. Sir.
So myself Dilip Kumar Hathi. I am from NSRY Karwar also. I am in fabrication department. I also do mechanical engineering in Pune.
Okay. Okay.
I am from Odisha.
Oh, great. Sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning.
Myself, Anil Naik. I am charge manager Doctor of School in NSRY Karwar. I am from Karwar, Karnataka only.
Oh, great.
As far as my education qualification is concerned, I have diploma in electrical and electronics engineering, sir.
Okay. Cool. Sir. And you have been working since?
In Karwar, sir, I have been working since last 1 year.
1 year.
Before
Okay.
that, I was there in Goa, Naval Aircraft at Goa. I worked there for 11 years.
Oh, great, sir. Sir.
Good morning, sir.
Happy morning.
Myself, Dr. Kumar. I am working as a supervisor at NSRY Karwar. I am from Bihar,
Okay.
or I am working at NSRY Yas department.
Okay. And you have been working since how many
I
years?
am working since 7 years.
7 years, 7 plus years. Sir. Happy morning, sir.
My name is Vikas Kumar.
Yes.
Diploma in electrical engineering from Bihar. I am working in NSRY Karwar last 7 years.
Great, sir. Great, sir. Yes, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning.
Myself, Sunil Gowdekar. Last 16 years, sir, I am working in NSRY Karwar. Before NSRY Karwar, I am working in Bangalore only, Toyota Crossco Motor, 2001 to 2008, sir. I am
Cool.
serving Toyota Crossco Motor, Biddi. After one job in Navy, I resigned it and went back.
Great,
From
sir.
Karnataka.
Okay.
My native place is Haliyal.
Oh, great. Sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Myself, Rajendra Chichankar. I am working in NSRY Karwar Electrical Department. My educational qualification is Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering. I am working since 16 years in NSRY Karwar.
Oh, great, sir. 16 plus years. Yes, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning.
Ravindra Kadam, Maharashtra. Working in Naval Security at Karwar. Last 18 years.
Oh, 18 plus years. Okay. Highest experience. Yes, sir.
Myself, sir, Armugam.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Myself, Armugam. I am working since 16 years in Karwar as a chargeman, and I am from Tamil Nadu.
Great, sir.
My education qualification, I am HS.
Okay. Great, sir. Great, sir. Yes, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy morning, sir.
My name is Sandeep Pawar, chargeman NSRY Karwar. 16 years service हुआ है मेरा.
Great.
और उसके पहले मैं टाटा मोटर्स में था.
Okay.
अप्रेंटिस मेरा किर्लोस्कर कॉर्पोरेट में हुआ है और BA भी किया है मैंने बाद में.
Bachelor of Arts.
Bachelor of
Okay. great. वो Bachelor of Arts और technical line?
Yeah, I say education, but I'm
Oh, great, sir. Excellent.
MPSC.
Oh, good. IAS YPS मीन्स वो ट्राई करना चाहते थे इसलिए भी
एग्जाम दे दिया मैंने.
ओके ओके ओके
Happy morning, sir.
हैप्पी मॉर्निंग सर.
I am Dibu Maker
Yeah.
from Kerala. I am working in NSRV Carver as a chargeman for electronics section. Educational background is diploma in electrical electronics, and I am working in NSRV since 2008 onwards.
ग्रेट सर.
Sir, happy morning, sir.
हैप्पी मॉर्निंग सर.
Myself Sachin Chavan. I am working in NSRV Karwa as a chargeman. I am working from since 17 years.
Oh, great.
Before NSRY, I was working in US MNC Ordination and German MNC Crane Process Flow Technology.
Oh, super.
Before Navy, I have 5-year experience in private
हैप्पी
sector.
मॉर्निंग सर.
5-year experience in private sector. My educational qualification is ITI and apprenticeship.
Oh, great sir. Good sir. Yes.
Happy morning, sir.
Happy
I am
morning.
Pratik Mankar. I belongs to Amravati, Maharashtra. I have completed my engineering in electrical, B.Tech in electrical engineering in 2018. And since 18, it's been 6 years I am working in NSRY Karwar as chargeman electrical.
Oh, great, great. सर जी, we have introduced ourselves. आप दोनों अपना इंट्रोडक्शन देखें. कृपया ये भी बता दें हमारा बैंगलोर का ट्रैफिक कैसा है, आपको कैसे लगा आते आते. यस सर, आपका एक सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन.
My name is Kunal Kumar Sinha. I am from NSRY Karwar. I am presently working as chargeman open fitter in electrical department.
Okay, and you have been working since how many years, sir?
Last 7 years, sir. I have joined the Indian Navy in 2027.
Oh, great sir,
Sorry,
great sir.
2017.
2017. Okay. 17, and now it is 24. Yes sir.
Sir, I am Manish Kumar Chalpe.
Yes sir.
Who working in NSRI Karwar as a chargeman. So I've been working there in NSRI since last 10 years.
10 years. Great sir, great. So I would be the senior considered to all of you. Now, see, actually, in our day-to-day life, we always experience certain days where our confidence is low. On a daily basis, आ रहा है? Oh, प्लान करना. बाद में अगर stop हो जाएगा तो. Okay. So most of the time क्या होता है? When we are on a daily basis going to office, executing small jobs and then coming, even in those regular jobs, sometimes we feel we are demotivated. Sometimes we feel our confidence is low. Sometimes we feel down for various reasons. It could be somebody is not keeping well at home, and then if I'm going to take charge of something new, just because somebody is not keeping well at home, that definitely is going to disturb me. So certain things which is under your control, you can always make changes wherever possible. But certain things where it is not under your control, the only way is you will have to trust in them and you will have to keep going forward. That's what life is all about. Now, whenever we are talking about this confidence building, where do we think confidence is required? Let us understand that. Can we also use this word in different terminology? Can I also say confidence can also be called as a belief system? I strongly believe today I can go and execute this job without any problem. Okay, that belief system. I'm very confident today I can go and I can present that project to the audience without any problem. So whether it is belief system, whether it is confidence, both in a certain manner actually means the same thing. Today I am very confident, today my belief system is very high and very positive, I don't have any problem, I can go and present the same thing in front of the audience. Beautiful. But when I come and when I start my presentation, all of a sudden, maybe the equipment, the tools what I am using, if it is going to give a hand to me, then what happens? In the same place, my confidence is shaken up. It's common. I had come with certain tools, and without those tools, I may not be as comfortable as I would be with the presentation. I will definitely not be as comfortable as I would be with presentation and without presentation. So without presentation is definitely something which is going to shake my confidence, which is going to shake my belief system. So what should I do at that time? I should be able to self-pep myself and say, life is not always about what all tools you have. Life is not always about what all tools you could have. Life is always about, with whatever available tools, what can you do? That is called as confidence. If I look at this man, he was very dark in color. He was not too tall, not too short. Actually, for his appearance, the head was very large in shape. He never had that lean body. His body looked quite different. His color was nearly to black. And there was no such appearance from top to bottom which would qualify him and say, "Arey yaar, you can become an actor, go." But this man never wanted to even be an actor. He wanted to be a superstar. Right from day one, he had already decided, I'm going to be a superstar and I'm going to become a superstar, and it shall happen. When he looked at himself, there was nothing that could build confidence in him. His appearance could not build value addition to him. His color could not bring value addition to him. His dialogue presentation also could not bring value addition to him. But with all these, whatever is not there in him, if he would have started focusing on all that, today he wouldn't have become the greatest superstar and the highest paid actor of Asia. I'm talking about Superstar Rajini sir. Irrespective of all those flaws, he knew he has one thing which others don't have, is style. Right when he was a bus conductor, when he was working for Bangalore, in Bangalore as a bus conductor from Majestic to so-called Kormangla, bus number 171, the way he used to wear the dress, the way he used to toss his, what you call it as goggles, used to do like this, take it and put it like this, used to toss a cigar, put it into his head, and he used to light a matchbox in such a stylish manner. Everybody used to look at it and admire the way he did it. And he knew with that one thing, I should be able to conquer the world, and he definitely did. And that one thing became the front runner, and rest of it became a bank runner. And today he is the highest paid actor. Slowly he started working on other things. Where you can work, you can work. Where you cannot work, leave it. With that or without that, my destination has to be achieved. It's not your responsibility to reach that destination. You will have to hold on to that dream, come what may. I want it. That confidence will have to be shown by you, and rest the universe is going to take care. As I told you yesterday, there is nothing called as denial in God's book. In the universe book, there is always going to be a delay. So with whatever you are, you could do miracles. I'm just a chai wala. I know I'm just a chai wala. But can I aim so big? Yes, it is possible. Today, every chaiwala need not think that I'll have to die as a chaiwala. The way the example has gone and hit many of these tea makers, they have never remained the same. And there was one such R&D department which did a research just to say how could any powerful statement transform a person. A chaiwala becoming a prime minister, chaiwala becoming a prime minister, a tribal woman becoming a president, tribal woman becoming a president. Do you know today the tribals take Draupadi Murmu as one of the mentor? Every child who is born, they tell stories about her. And today the same tribal, there is definitely a big transformation that has happened, a big confidence building that has happened. That is what we say confidence. A research was done. Confidence is when we know somebody has already done it. That way, when I know somebody has already done it, then you will definitely feel you can also do that. That's how our mentality works. 100 meters run, until and unless the record was broken of so many seconds, that was thought impossible because as per the doctors, as per the researchers, if a human body is put into such a tremendous fastness, the heart may not take it rightly, the heart may burst open. This was the research statement that was told. This was there from 18th century to 19th century. Until and unless one man dare to say, I can always override all this and hit that record, and he hits the record, then after that there is no looking back. There are plenty of examples from all over the country. Many athletes have already touched that, what we call it as a deadline. Why it was possible? Because confidence can make such a big difference in your life. See, sometimes confidence is too shaky in nature, and sometimes confidence is so strong that nothing would come between you and the target what you want to achieve. Right now, if I take up an example, like you are there in your own place and there is curfew that has been declared. Curfew is declared. And there is shoot at sight order. In normal days also, when there is no shoot at sight order, when it is Sunday, you do not try to go outside the house because you want to sit there and enjoy your stay as an holiday. But that day, your son or a daughter who is of 4.5 years, she's been consistently vomiting, she's been consistently having loose motion, there is blood that is actually coming out of her nose through ears, and now you know, come what may, if you want to save your daughter, you need to touch the hospital. Do you think between you and the hospital, any kind of non-confidential hurdle could come? Not at all possible. You will take your baby, put her into the car, and you will start driving. Maybe an army man comes and says, I'm going to shoot you. He says, I'm ready to die, but I want to die if I cannot actually take care of my daughter and see to it she lives her life. It's okay, you shoot me, sir. When that happens with so much of confidence, the army men will bring more army men and he will see to it your daughter has been put into the hospital. Why? It was the same person. Your confidence now is beautiful, very, very strong. Now, when you look at this confidence, confidence also plays a vital role whether you really have that intention of doing or you don't have that intention of doing. There is a beautiful saying, where there is a will, there is a way. Can we repeat it 3 times? Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. Let us rephrase it. There is always a way. Do you have the will? There is always a way. Do you have the will? That's all. There is, if I need to go to the hospital, come what may, there is always a way. Do you have the will? That will would come when the destination and the person who is involved is so emotionally connected, nothing would come between you and that emotions, and you will see to it your target is reached. So ask yourself, when you are making certain choices, we yesterday spoke about BCD way of living life. Can you repeat it? BCD way of living life. Again 3 times. BCD way of living life. BCD way of living life. What does that mean? Our beginning has happened. Right now you are in a beginning of one particular journey. Maybe you have a target 6 months down the line, 3 months down the line, or 1 year down the line, you want to reach a target. Your beginning has happened. You want to reach the destination. But for you to reach this destination, right kind of choices has to be made. So every time a choice is given to you, every time a situation is given to you where you will have to make a choice, either this or either this, when you will have to make a choice. Most of the time the choices will be decided based on whether you are having that willingness or you don't have that willingness. There is a beautiful saying, from the womb means where a new thing is born, new thought is born, a new decision is born, a choice making action is born. From the womb of a willingness, solutions are born. From the womb of non-willingness, excuses are born. This is how our life is. Repeat with me. From the womb of willingness, solutions are born. From the womb of non-willingness, excuses are born. Right now, I don't want to get up from this place. This is Sunday and I want to rest. You can look for so many excuses and you can bring something which is not there also, and just because you are looking for excuses automatically starts coming. I'm feeling little dizzy, I'm feeling my stomach is upset. You bring all this because you have a non-willingness to go. The moment that non-willingness is there, you look for excuses, and that excuses is a truth in a wrong place. Why we are happy about excuses? Because excuse will never be a lie. Excuses is a truth, but it is in a wrong place. Right now, today is the exam, today is an interview, your son would actually behave as though he never wants to go, because the willingness is there. That non-willingness say he doesn't want to go, so he's looking for excuses. And slowly he says, my temperature is high. And when you physically go and check with the thermometer also, because he has that non-willingness, automatically his temperature would go high because of the pressure and tension. And when you check his temperature, it would be 110 plus. How will we motivate such people? You need to bring motivation there. So there what happens, when there is a non-willingness, your confidence also is zero, because your entire way of actually taking it is, you don't want to do that, but you don't want to do it with the right kind of excuses, so you look for excuses. In every day, your life is also going in the same pattern. It's very important. All of us know we are using this vehicle to travel at least for 80 years, 90 years. But how many of you are taking care of your vehicle day in, day out? The law of health says, from any religion, if you can give your body 1 hour of so-called health exercises, it can always take care of you for 23 hours and you will have a very happy living. Instead, you don't want to give that 1 hour, definitely your vehicle will have problem. You may not reach what you want to reach if your health is upset. The greatest gift what we can give on to our kids is not money also. The greatest gift is we living in front of them hale and healthy. This is the perfect gift that we could give it to our kids. So that we are there healthy to even take care of their grandkids when a need comes. If that can be done, it is beautiful. And for that, what does the system say? How you live your life from 25 to 30, investing on your health, will decide how your health is going to be from 25 to 30. How you live from 25 to 30 will decide how your life is going to be, how your body's health it is going to be from 30 to 35. And same thing holds good even in confidence building. I got into a new place, it's a new environment, I don't have the idea of everything that is happening here, but confidence building is day in, day out, can I start working on myself so that the next 2 years I am going to learn all this, so that after that the next 2 years I become the master of this place, because I know everything. So like that, slowly you will have to start building confidence and making it rise and rise and rise and rise. Sometimes confidence will be low. When sometimes confidence is low, how to self-pep yourself in order to build up the confidence? It's always required. Or how can we have mentors in our life so that sometimes go up to the mentors and talk to them. You just go and release all your thoughts onto them. You just share and they would have some solution for you. Or just because you shared also, sometimes you feel confident. You should always understand this. The greatest curse or a greatest gift is, when we were kids, we were cursed that we will forget our confidence, and slowly after certain age we will start feeling our confidence is low, our fear is high. But it was not actually the same before the curse went to Hanuman. Hanuman was such a confident child, and we say every child is like an Hanuman who is very, very confident. You just talk to a child, it will be too amazing to see. He is not at all scared of anything. He is fearless. His confidence is high in everything. You ask him to jump from this place to this place, he will jump. You ask him to jump from this place to another chair, he will do. His confidence is too high. But sometimes that overconfidence is also dangerous, but we should know where to draw a line. But we were those kids where our confidence was very high. Today, if I ask you to jump from this place to this place, your confidence is shaken up. Today, I involve you in a team building activity. Most of you will not put 100% and then come. Why? Because your confidence is already shaken up. You are being cursed by Indra. It so happened once Hanuman's confidence as a child was so high, and all of us were Hanuman while we were a child. Hanuman gets onto a mango tree and all his friends say, pick me that mango, pick me that mango, pick me that mango. And one of his friends says, pick me that big mango which is there on the top. He goes and a big mango was there and he plucks and gives. One of the other friends says, look there a little far. At that time it was sun setting. And the entire sun looked like a ripe mango. And he told, why do you want to pluck all this? You pluck that. We can give mangoes and share the mangoes with the entire village. Hanuman thought, yes, why not? See how confidence building happens, how that confidence can create miracles. When Hanuman wanted to pluck that so-called sun which was actually appearing like a mango, he jumps. As he jumps, his confidence of holding that entire sun was so strong that as he starts going nearer and nearer, he feels that the sun is larger, and when he spreads his hand, the ants gets larger in size and his entire appearance becomes larger and larger and larger, and he's going at such a speed. Even the sun at a fraction of a second, he was actually surprised and he did not know what's going to happen. That is when Indra comes and he hits hard onto Hanuman and he curses him, you shall forget all your strength, and that curse has come to every one of us. You look how we handle our kids. We are the people who are actually bringing the confidence of our kids down. You were outside, the kid would have played for 2 hours, jumping from one chair to another chair to another chair and to another chair. And if you would have had a CCTV camera and if you would have watched, you would have jumped from anywhere and everywhere. 5 kids. And as soon as the parents enter, because they had left the kids into one room and parents were having a party in the next room, they come to pick up the kids and they say, let us sit, these kids are playing, and they sit. The moment you sit, you start looking at what they do, and every parent will say, you will fall, you will fall, you will fall, you will fall. The same kids who played for 2 hours without falling, the moment you pump them with this negative, you will fail, you will fail, you will fall, you will fall, you will fall, everybody fell. And there was one coach who was observing, do you know, for last 2 hours, observe the CCTV camera, did any of them come to you crying, telling that I got hurt? No. They have jumped much more larger distances in the same place and nothing happened. You came and you shake their confidence. You have shaken their confidence to the core. Sometimes our loved ones are the ones who shake our confidence. It so happens, we also, as parents also, we do the same thing. Let us take this beautiful example of Tenzing Norgay. All of you know Tenzing Norgay was the first person to go on Mount Everest along with Hillary. But the story is something like this. How a mother can be an hurdle to our own kids. We say, you will fall, you will fall, you will fall. No, you're not going to go out, you're not going to go out, you're not going to go out. No, you're not going to run fast, you're not going to run fast. So we were the ones who actually started shaking the confidence. The kids never knew what devil was. You created the devil right from the age of 2-3 years. No, eat, otherwise devil will come and it will catch you. Bichara, the same kid had never thought about devil at all, but it was we introduced devil onto them. See, Tenzing Norgay, one day, he was so fascinated about this Mount Everest. He always had this goal and his dream that he had to be on the top of the mountain. That was so strong, and every time he had an opportunity, he used to look at the mountain, he used to go very close to that mountain, observe that mountain. And when he was consistently doing this, his mother was troubled. So his mother kept on warning, you're not going to see the mountain anytime, you're not going to go very near to the mountain. Mother was right from her own side, because she thought, my son getting into such a danger zone, because when you get onto the Mount Everest, it's not a live happily forever and keep walking forever. That is not the kind of struggle what you have. It is a life and death experience, and it is a life and death accidents that could happen at every moment of your climbing. And most of them who carry and take those luggages along with the mountain climbers, they also don't know whether they will come back safe. So mother was always worried about it, and she never wanted Tenzing Norgay to do this. If mother was on the side of Tenzing Norgay would have climbed Mount Everest even by the age of 14 or 15. He finally does this after 20 plus. That's how the story goes. So we are putting hurdle to our own loved ones by bringing their confidence down. And then what happens? We need somebody to push them and say, "Arey yaar, you are capable of doing that." It so happened that everybody knew that Ravan would have actually kidnapped Sita, and they know he would have captured and kept her in his palace. And now they had to fly from India to Sri Lanka to find out whether it is true and then see what could be done, going there or bringing back Sita. That was the discussion that was going on. Now everybody is talking to each other, who is going to fly this place from India to Sri Lanka. So everybody is discussing. Hanuman also is asking who is going to do it. If anybody is there, you tell, I'll go and bring him. Then a mentor comes, Jambuvanta, and he says, "Hey Hanuman, kya baat kar rahe ho? मैं ढूंढ रहा हूं, who can fly this? You. When you were a child, you were capable of flying very close to the sun, and this is a very short distance. You can always do 100 times more further than this kind of a distance. You are capable of doing it." A Jambuvanta had to come and he had to build that confidence in him. Otherwise, Hanuman thought he cannot. And then when Jambuvanta he starts getting, "Do you think I can do it?" Yes, you can do it. That is why yesterday I told, when somebody achieves a small achievement also, praise every little achievement, because that will build confidence to achieve bigger things in life. Most of you, as a parent, as a strict father, we don't appreciate small things. Even he has come from 55% to 60%, appreciate. Maybe in other subjects he would have scored 95. But 95 say 95 hi banna next year, that's not an improvement. But here at least from 55 he has come 60. If I don't appreciate this, I am bringing his confidence down. Among your colleagues, somebody has done something which he had never done before, and you thought he can never do that also. When in such verticals, if he has a little improvement, it is your moral responsibility to go and actually build confidence and give him appreciation, because appreciation automatically builds up confidence. And the same child, my father appreciated today. I thought he will scold me. Why in all the subjects 95, in this it is 60. But my father told, you have improved from 55 to 60. That is great. And that happiness will make him boost up his confidence to a level, put equal amount of hard work. See, where there is no appreciation, you don't want to put hard work. Up morning se evening tak kaam kar rahe ho. Everybody else has logged off. Your boss is also sitting there and working. But it is your boss to be empathetic towards the extra time that you have given. He has to walk in and he has to tap on your back and say, persons like you make this office energetic, who are so disciplined about completing the work on the same day. Good work, keep it up. So tomorrow something will push you to stay back till 9:30. Today you had stayed only till 9. But when the same boss will come, he never appreciates you, he says bye and he leaves. What will you do next day? Next day you will say, I'll leave at 7 only. There is no appreciation at all. Your confidence will come down. And that confidence, when it comes down, it leads to what is called as inferiority. We are inferior, they doesn't consider us as important people or responsible people for this team at all. Any kind of effort that we put, it just goes waste. Nobody looks at our efforts, nobody appreciates our efforts. It's better we also be just like everybody else. That should not happen. A good boss is the one who appreciates every little whatever achievements they do, so that motivates and builds up confidence. The other way of actually looking at confidence, when I say confidence building, is whatever you have done earlier, if you have experience of whatever you have done earlier, then in that particular vertical, doing the same thing, you don't need confidence. But whatever you have not done earlier, for that, when you will have to do it for the first time, you need confidence. First time when you came to 10th standard exam, You wanted confidence. You were the most fearful person on this earth. Not only you, every person who wrote his first 10th, he will always feel that was the most fearful experience. Definitely yes. But after you complete +1 and +2 and then somebody gives you the same 10 standard question paper, you look at that question paper, what questions are this? Why? Your confidence is very high. If somebody says, can you go on right now? Yes, I am ready. I will write now and I'll score 100 out of 100. Why? Because something which you have experienced and more experience, that where you will always automatically have overconfidence. But something which you don't have experience, you have never experienced that at all in your life, there confidence is required. For the first time you have been called to do a presentation, definitely confidence is required. For the first time you are asked to exhibit a small product in front of an audience who are technocrats and you know they are going to fire questions which will be not so easy to answer. Yes, you need confidence. So the best way to create that confidence is create a pseudo environment and practice those confidential exercises. That is what everybody did. When Chandrayaan 2, only place where it went wrong was that soft landing. So what they did, they created enough pseudo environment within the construction site of the spacecraft, and they saw to it that a soft landing was done. And they created an environment which was much more tougher than it would be there. So what happens? Their confidence automatically went up. One of the beautiful statements that was made by all the Olympic participants of Indian team or any other team was, when most of the press media went up to any of these countries' participants and they asked, were you tense the way, means when you were actually playing the real Olympic games? Then they told, no, we felt at ease. How is that you felt at ease? Because our coach had created a practice session which was much more tougher than this place. And the number of times, the nth vada, the number of vadas that was given to us was so much that every vada had built up so much of confidence that we knew if I take the next bite, my stomach will be full. If I take up the next bite, my actual confidence will be overflowing and I will be able to execute it very beautifully. This is the basic understanding of how confidence can be built. Like I told, a presentation. You will have to come one day earlier only, stand here, play the presentation and get prepared, do your entire presentation and bring your own friends and tell them, ask me questions, the most toughest questions. Go to ChatGPT, put the same topic and ask ChatGPT, when a presentation like this is given on this particular topic, what would be the questions that could arise? Give me 10 very difficult questions. The 10 questions are given. One of you, one by one, you will ask. It has to be spontaneous. So you ask one question, I explain, and then he asks one more question, I explain, he asks one more question, I explain, and have that authority to say, I cannot be a master of all. Only he is genius. I am miscreation. There will be flaws. You should be daring enough to say, I think this answer I may not give justifyingly. By evening, by tomorrow, by mail, I'll definitely going to report it to you with the facts. I should be daring enough to say. I should not be shattered. But if you have never told those lines here, if you have not practiced those lines here, all of a sudden coming on the dais and then practicing, it will not happen. So we have seen various aspects of it. Now, whenever we talk about confidence, if I am measuring a confidence like it is a, assuming it is a jar like this, I am talking about confidence. Everything is a mind game. We will assume this water is fear. Okay, the more fear it is inside your mind, automatically your confidence is low because your entire mind is occupied by fear. But on the other side, when there is no fear, your mind is completely empty, so your mind is occupied with what is called as confidence. The more the fear can be removed out of this glass, means the more the fear, that is water content, can be removed out of this class, automatically your confidence will keep going high. Anything which is fearful, what is the message it is giving? Very simple understanding. What is actually fear? Fear is an indication that you are experiencing something for the first time which you have not experienced earlier. That's all. The first nature of fear. First time when I had to stand and balance myself as a kid, there was fear. First time when I had to walk and balance myself in walking, there was fear. First time when I had to run, there was fear, because all these were experienced for the first time. And first time I was like a fish in my mother's womb, and all of a sudden I come out and I have to naturally breathe on my own. For the first time I'm experiencing something which my body and mind had never experienced. So I cry out of fear. Yes, fear is an indication that you are experiencing something for the first time. It is an alerting way for your mind and body. Get alert, you are not doing something which you know. Please be careful. That's all. It's an indication. And first time I got onto a cycle, no man or no boy would have got onto a cycle and told, Papa chodo maya, fearless. No. Papa pakad ke rakho. Papa pakad ke rakho. Papa pakad ke rakho. Papa, kao, गिर जाओगे. But still, उठोगे. Papa, मैं उधर से इधर तक अपने आप आया ना, अपने आप ही आया. That is confidence. Ekdam when you get onto the seat, will you get confidence? No. For confidence to come, you should face the fear. If you avoid the fear, confidence will come low only and fear will go high. If I don't come on this dais again and again and stand in front of you and experience this fear, one day I will not be able to say, now I am coming, I am fearless. The fear is too less, I can manage it. But every time you come, you run away. Every time you come, you run away, because your intention is to, can I run away from this fear as early as possible? That way, when you run away from the fear, fear becomes monstrous. Right now also you have a lot of fear. You have fear of heights. You have fear of water. You have fear of what is called as lift. And you have fear of snake. Yes, everything is there. But can I get rid of it? Fear of water. Can I get rid of it? Yes, it is possible. I'll have to go and face the fear. It doesn't mean that I don't learn anything and I jump into a water and die. No, that is not. Take the help of the coach. Take the help of the person who can train you. And go and experience fear. And when you experience the fear diminishes. When you avoid the fear becomes monstrous. It becomes bigger, and it becomes bigger, and it will permanently stay in your mind. After 10th, you had such a bad experience, and after you wrote the last exam of 10th, 100% everybody feels, Habba, this exam is over. 20% of them will say, this will be the last such fear I will experience. I don't want to study. Do you know? People don't continue their study. 20% of them do not continue their study. They have already decided, somehow this exam and this 10th, once it is over, and there is a dropout of more than 20% after 10th. Research says. But some of them would dare and say, no, this exam was fine. I will face many such exams, knowing that there is a fear. He goes to +1, faces that fear. He goes to +2, faces that fear. A person who consistently keeps on facing, he will go up to PhD and then only he will stop. Why? He is daring enough, knowing that there is a fear. He goes and faces the fear. That's the beauty of life. So, when I experience that fear again and again, slowly the fear comes down. But if I avoid the fear will actually become monstrous. Right now, if I say all of you will have to come and give your one self-introduction like you have never given before, most of you will pull that courage and you will come and you say and immediately you run away. In public speaking, because we are talking about confidence, let me say, there are 3 stages of how I can handle fear and build confidence. When I come on the dais, there are 3 E's that we will have to follow. The first one is experience fear, explore fear, enjoy fear. Please make a note of it. Experience fear, explore fear, enjoy fear. What should you do in the 3 stages of this when I come on to the dais? Why I am taking on the dais is, all of you should know, as per the research, the 3rd highest fear by certain research organizations says that humans fear what the most? The 3rd one, the 2nd one, the 1st one. The 3rd most dreaded fear what people fear is fear of death. And the 2nd most fearful thing what humans fear is fear of snake. And the 1st most dreaded fear which people fear is fear of public speaking. So, if I can tell you about confidence building in public speaking dais, because that is the highest level of fear that every human being experiences, then other fears you can automatically take care. So, there are 3 stages of handling fear. One is XEEE, explore fear. First one is experience fear, explore fear, enjoy fear. See, all of you will know, when for the first time when I get onto a cycle, first time when I get onto a driving wheel, first time when I actually come onto the dais, fear comes. It's natural. Why? Fear is an indication that you are trying to do something which is not been experienced by you. Take precautions. But one place where precautions is not required is here. Why? Nothing harm is going to happen to you. But when you are running, you may fall, you may break your leg. When you are cycling, you may hit somebody or somebody may hit you. There is a life and death situation also. When you are swimming, what if nobody is noticing and you go and you drink too much of water and something happens to you? There is a fear of life and death. In all these places, and even in public speaking, but still we say there is only way you can always get rid of fear is experience fear. Holding the hand of a coach, experience that place. Come here and experience and tell yourself, yes, मुझे डर लग रहा है. बोलो, डर तो लग रहा है. लेकिन डर मुझे क्या कर रहा है? What is the डर doing in me? Yes, butterfly create कर रहा है stomach में. Yes. मेरा थ्रोट ड्राई हो रहा है, मुझे पानी पीने को मन कर रहा है, मेरा माइंड ब्लैंक हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो व्हाट आई शुड से नेक्स्ट, एंड मुझे लग रहा है लोगों को मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो पसंद नहीं आ रहा है. सो देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ सच इनपुट्स दैट इज हैपनिंग. Mental inputs are alag. Physically, the body is feeling giddiness, the body is feeling lethargic, the body is feeling it cannot continue, and the body is feeling it cannot actually remember through your mind. And when all this is happening, yes, it happens, it is natural, but is this permanent? No, this is temporary. That which has gone high has to come down. But most of you will have to go to the 2nd level. एक्सपीरियंसिंग फियर हो गया. टेल यस आई एम एक्सपीरियंसिंग फियर. थोड़ा सा तो गड़बड़ तो हो रहा है, लेकिन कहां तक होगा देखा जाएगा. लेट मी एक्सप्लोर. आई गेट इन्वॉल्व. यस, स्टमक में ये है, ये में ये है, कुछ थॉट प्रोसेस में ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है, ठीक है, लेकिन फिर भी आई विल नॉट लीव दिस प्लेस. आई विल नॉट रन अवे फ्रॉम द फियर. आई विल स्टे देयर. मुझे डर लग रहा है, आई मे फॉल, आई मे फॉल, आई मे फॉल, बट स्टिल आई विल होल्ड ऑन टू इट. I'm in a driving lesson. I don't know whether I'll put a brake or not, but still I'll continue to do it. So you be there, give some time for your body. You will start exploring everything there, and slowly after some time, you will start enjoying. And we are in the process of enjoying. Papa, my cycle drive kar sakta hu. Papa, drive kar sakta hu. And you become a driver. Papa, my float kar sakta hu. Papa, my swim kar sakta hu. You swim and you become good. That which you face, the fear diminishes. That which you never face, the fear becomes monstrous, and it will haunt you till your last breath. So, courageously, with the fear, face it. That is what we say. Courage does not mean I am fearless. Yesterday I told you, courage does not mean I am fearless. I am fearful, but still I dare to participate with that fear. That is called as courageous. Right now, I am not ready to go out. It is section 177, shoot at sight order. But my son is not keeping well. I dare to go there knowing that any bullet can hit me. If something wrong happens, still I go there. That is called as daringness. That daringness has to be shown with a small. Let us say whether fear is good or bad. See, as a kid, you wanted everything and you were ready to experiment everything. It so happened, I still remember that day, it was Spider-Man 2 when it was released. My younger son is a little naughty one. We saw Spider-Man 2, the entire movie of Spider-Man 2, the highlight is Spider-Man stops a metro train using spider web. So my son, when he wanted to go to that movie also, he went with Spider-Man costume. I told, no, people will laugh at you. If I ask you, put one Spider-Man mask and get inside, will you do? You say, everybody is watching, what do you want me to do? I'll go in bathroom, wear and come. I will take a photo and come, but I can't wear it in front of everybody. Your confidence is tall. But your son fully costumed. And he is wearing that Spider-Man toys also. Even in the movie, he pushes this, it goes and falls. And somebody picks up and gives us back. And again he does it. One person says, next time you throw, I'll take it. And he says, no, I will not throw. Fearless boy, he was staying. And then we came from the movie. And because we had gone in a car, he was consistently telling, Papa, we should have gone in metro. We should have gone in metro. I did not understand what he meant by we should have gone in metro. We should have gone in metro. I told, "Arey yaar, we should have gone in metro, but abhi car mein aaya hai na. Chalo, ghar to chalte hain." And we came back home. As soon as he came back home, he started pestering, "Papa, we'll go to metro. Papa, we will go to metro." "Why do you want to go to metro?" "Papa, who am I?" I told, "Spider-Man." "So what should I do?" Okay. No, okay, pa, I don't understand. What should you do? "I should go and stop the train. You know? Come, we will go." Fear is important. But sometimes fear, there should be a line drawn. What we will do, somehow we want to cut it short. What words you speak that day will define what your son is going to become. Thomas Alva Edison, if the mother would have read, "Your son is a mentally retarded, slow person. We need special care for him. There are special schools who take care of such special kids. So please take care of your special kid at home. We wish him all the best," would have actually cornered him and brought his confidence to zero. But the mother reads it, "Your son is a genius student. Our school is not equipped to teach such genius students with all other common students." See, look at the wordings. What you say is something that can be so beautiful because words are those, it is not just carrying the words, it is actually carrying the emotions. I love you doesn't mean it is carrying a word love, it is carrying an emotion of love. Happy morning is not just carrying happiness, it is carrying that complete emotions and feelings and love of that happiness onto the receiver. So it is very important what you say. So be a smart ones. What did I say? "Okay, pa, it will be difficult to go there. We will do like this." I told Tanuja is my wife. "Tanu, you come here. You become the engine." Tanu became an engine. My wife became an engine. I became a bogie. And we told, "Now we are the metro. We will be coming. You are the Spider-Man. You stand there and you put the web and you stop us." Somehow he ended up. Sometimes fear is required. Otherwise, when we become fearless, there is chances of danger also. But most of the time when fearlessly people have taken stand, miracles have happened. And sometimes it is unbelievable, something like this would be humanly possible. It is unbelievable. See, when we look at the strength of Shivaji, and when we look at the strength of the other man, where the story goes or something, the other man who is a Muslim conqueror, he had already decided that he wanted to kill Shivaji by hugging him. He is such a heavily built man, and when he knows that he can always kill him, look at the confidence and look at the miraculous thought process what Shivaji should have. When he holds like him, that man looks so tall, and he comes to this level, and that man is very tall. You uses the right kind of tool and with the right kind of confidence. When he hugs him and he actually uses that weapon to wound him, he had done a perfect job. It is still unbelievable how that would have happened. And in Karnataka, there is a story called as Vanake Obava. I don't know, those who are from Karnataka can connect it. See, Vanake Obava, the story goes something like this. There was a security guard and he had a very loving and caring wife. The kind of loving and caring wife she was, it so happened that every security's intention and his only rule book is he has to guard 24 hours. For whatever reason, during his lunchtime, if he is not guarding, he has to see to it somebody is replaced and then only he has to leave that place. One day, because the other security guard had not come and he was 1 hour early and it was already a lunchtime and he did not know that he could drag it for a longer time. So his wife says, you please go have your lunch, I have already served you, I will stand guard. She told, I will stand guard. She meant that she will stand guard. Most of us tell we will take care of your son. Only in their presence you do little bit of drama, but you really don't take care of their son. So that way, when you look at, she told she is going to guard, and she told guarding means one irve, means one ant will not be allowed from there till here. That is the guarding what I am going to do. And she stands there. As she is standing there, she sees Hyderali's entire army is slowly coming through one of those, what we call it as a robber rolls, hidden. And when it is coming, she decides she has to take action. By the time she could go on call, few would have come and it would have been a problem. She goes, she carries a big, let it be an hammer kind of a thing, and then she comes and she stands there and she hits, she kills around 60-70 people. And to take a dead body and pile up to this level, it's not easy to take a dead body and throw like this. It's an heavy body. They can carry a pot of water. A pot of water on both the sides and on the top also is not equivalent to the actually weight of some of those people who were thrown. They were gigantic. And as this was happening, she was actually doing that, not getting distracted. And then the husband comes and he sees, he's completely surprised. And when he looked at her, she was not looking like a normal woman. She was looking like Ma Chamundi. That is what the illustration of the story says. Because he himself, when he came there and he wanted to pull one of the body and throw, he could not. He could not, he could only take it to the side. And here was a lady, she had made a mountain out of those dead bodies. And then he actually uses that shank and then everything happens, we know. So that day a miracle happened because one woman was very confident she can do miracle and she did this miracle. So consistently keeping yourself confident is also your moral responsibility. If you are low in confidence, go to certain places where confidence can automatically build up. So where is the place you go? Sometimes you may go and put yourself and you may think you are charging, but you will be discharging. Try to know whom you will have to actually consult. There is this story which goes like this. There was one Papanwala uncle, we also used to call him as uncle because he was my friend's uncle. So we also used to call him uncle. Sometime because it was very close to the college, we used to take his help. We used to take his help if some small cash was required to buy some books, and we used to return it after a few days. It so happened, I was there and this friend of mine was senior to me. My friend one day decided he wanted to be a businessman. But he knew that Panwala uncle was a businessman. But that Panwala uncle was a businessman, he failed in business, so he has become a Panwala. Now this guy wants to start a business, don't go and charge yourself with that Panwala who has failed. What do you know whether he is charging or discharging? Actually he called me, hey, today I want to go and meet my uncle. Which uncle? Panwala uncle. You want to meet a Panwala uncle? Why? I want to start a business. So why do you want to meet a Panwala uncle? Meet some businessman, na? We will go to Infosystems company. Some people will be coming out. We will talk to them. We will share. We want to do something like this. We will go to Electronic City. There is lot of IT/BT companies. We will go to certain CEOs and we will take permission, beg, borrow, and we will talk to them. We will get motivated. No, my uncle is the best. आपको जब भी पैसे चाहिए तो uncle देते थे नहीं. Uncle पैसे देते हैं. Uncle confidence नहीं दे सकते. उसके लिए अंदर कुछ रहना चाहिए. in order to give that confidence. Then he did not listen. I told, okay, pa, let us see whether he charges or discharges. These were the wordings I used. And he comes. This man goes, uncle, क्या यार, uncle मत बोलो, mama बोलो. He told, mama, क्या, मैं business करना चाहता हूँ. मम्मी ने बोला 20 lakhs दूंगा. अच्छा, ठीक है. क्या business करोगे? IT company शुरू करूँगा. And today my friend is a very successful IT businessman. He goes in BMWs. That is the kind of growth he saw. But he says, अच्छा business करना चाहते हो? एक काम करो. उधर आगे का दुकान से एक चॉक पीस लेकर आ जाओ. कलर चॉक पीस, ब्लू कलर. क्यों? लेकर आओ ना, लेकर आओ. And he gets the chalk. पान वाला अंकल says, हमारा दुकान कितना साइज का है? We looked at it. It was 6 feet by 6 feet. आप ऐसा करो, उधर एक 6 feet by 6 feet इधर ही बाजू में एक स्केच डाल दो. हम लोग डाल दिए. I thought he will give us a business idea. And he told, डरो मत. ये 6 by 6 feet आप ही का है. अब बिजनेस ट्राई करो. मुझे मालूम है, मैं भी ट्राई किया था. मैं इधर पान वाला शॉप रखा हूँ. आपके लिए पान वाला शॉप रेडी है. आप आ जाओ. नहीं, ऐसे वालों से नहीं पूछते. बिजनेस होता है. When somebody told, I will deliver products and I will make money, people ridiculed and told, we don't want to become delivery agents. And today, the delivery man is actually assumed to be the manufacturer to servicer, and he is a quality giver, and we will never say, ये लैपटॉप कहाँ से लिया? डेल से कंपनी से लिया. No, ये लैपटॉप कहाँ से? अमेजॉन से लिया है. ये सोप कहाँ से लिया? अमेजॉन से लिया है. ये शर्ट कहाँ से लिया? फ्लिपकार्ट से लिया है. फ्लिपकार्ट थोड़ी मैन्युफैक्चर करता है. नहीं, फ्लिपकार्ट डिलीवरी देता है. वो डिलीवरी मैन है. टुडे क्या हो गया? वो डिलीवरी मैन इज अर्निंग इन मिलियंस, and the people who are manufacturing and people who are distributing, they are earning nothing. He sits, he has made a software, and the software is taking control of the entire thing. That is called as confidence, trying to read between the lines and trying to make money there. And everything earlier which was ridiculed, today it is actually a miraculous achievement. You ridiculed because your confidence was not high, your understanding was not high. So the panwala who has an experience of failing and starting his own panwala, what exposure will he give it to his chacha, which means his sister's son? He will say, aur ek pan shop open kar lo. So that is not how we will have to handle confidence. Now we will try to understand. Directly or indirectly, I have already answered what is confidence building, why confidence building, how to be confident, how to build confidence, importance of confidence building. What is overconfidence? This is very dangerous. Confidence is required. Overconfidence is very dangerous. Tendulkar has been always told by the coach, you will never go to the play without you giving 1000 hours of practice, and that was religiously followed by Tendulkar. So only Tendulkar is today god of batsman. And that is very, very important. Being confident, nahi, I have played the yesterday's match, I will hit today also. No. That is the reason every businessman, irrespective of whoever he is, he has seen always ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. Yes, Dhirubhai Ambani, ups and downs, is both the sons, ups and downs. And today they did not celebrate their marriage even with 5% of the total cost of what they did for their son's marriage, what they spent for their son's marriage, because at that time their life was in an episode manner only. But that did not prove that they cannot do such a miraculous wedding. And the entire world looked at us and told, yes, there are really rich people in India also. Otherwise, Indians means you used to assume people who live in forest. That is what was the assumption. If you look at the same Google, see, look at the confidence building, how it happens. The Google, when it was initially given, when we used to search for images, saying images of Indians, it used to show images of people living in forest. And we used to wonder, where are we and where is this Google showing us? And today, forget about that. Google is, CEO himself is an Indian. That is where we have reached. Not to be too overconfident, but at the same time not to be too egoistic also. We had days when we used to feel offended when Britishers came and ruled us and they went. But it is only time. Time had to interchange its position, that's all. And we saw an Indian being a prime minister and occupying that place. It was such a memorable experience. Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. had this vision. Yes, his confidence was so high that one day this White House is going to witness there will not be a discrimination between a black and a white. And that really happened. And we thought we cannot occupy, that will also happen shortly. If at all Kamala Harris would have come, we would have thought that an Indian is actually a president of United States of America. But today, when you look at the Trump, many of those leading companies, they have automatically been recruited for most important positions. And you will never find, it may be few more years that an Indian would be a president of United States of America. It's a proud moment for us. So that is what we say confident. But being overconfident is very, very dangerous. Overconfident is not at all acceptable, come what may. But having low confidence is also not at all acceptable. Confidence should be high, but it should not be too much, as it is called as overconfident. That also should not happen. See, when we talk about confidence building, whether it is entrepreneurship skills or confidence building skills, definitely the person who is leading the team, his confidence will have to be too high. If Dhoni doesn't have confidence that this last over, if it is bowled by this particular player, it can do miracles, then the player himself cannot have that confidence. You should have that confidence. So when we talk about confidence building, definitely self-confidence building is also very important, because I am going there and facing today's match and more responsibility is there on me than anybody else. So my confidence will have to be high. So I will have to see what I can do so that my confidence, for whatever reason, should not come down. I should prepare my body and mind like that. Yes, meditation is there, self-hypnosis is there, self-talking is there, and visualization techniques are there, by which I visualize as though I've given the best speech and then I start my speech. I visualize as though I've got a big round of applause from all the audience and then I start doing. I see to it that the entire crowd is standing and clapping for the match that I have won, and I'm holding the cup in my hand. That visualization I do, and then I go into the field. That visualization automatically gets manifested. What you think is what you get. Clement Stone very beautifully told, if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot. Most of you did not even think that you can become a Lata Mangeshkar. So you are not. You are what you are. At the same time, Lata Mangeshkar did not think that she can become a batsman. So she did not. She thought she is a singer. She can become the greatest singer, and that is what she became. So you are the product of what you believe in, and you are the product of where you show confidence. You are the product of where you show the highest confidence. And he, as a coach, he failed miserably in one of the final match. Actually, the character what he represents, and the entire world started telling that the match was lost because of him. And that is when he takes it as a challenge. If you think one gold medal was deprived by me, I challenge and I say I will bring the same gold medal for India. That was his challenge. And he takes the challenge. Confidence of Chanakya was, you are an ordinary king, I will bring an emperor under whom all you kings are going to be, and a Maurya dynasty was started. And Chak De happened, and the first time Indian hockey team won the gold medal, and there was no looking back. But when this confidence building was there, he had to have confidence, and he had to build that confidence among all of them, and he had to bring that confidence on each other. Because they were confident on their own. They used to chase the ball and see to it that it goes and hits the goalpost. But they never believed each other. Their confidence on each other, their belief on each other was zero. So every time the ball was easy to be passed down and a goal would have happened, they never passed. So the opposition understood that confidence is low on trusting each other. So let us use that opportunity, and if this girl or this girl chases the ball, she will never hand over the ball to the our own team players, because she feels she can hit the goal and their team players cannot. So let us directly pick up the ball from them, attacking her, because she will never pass the ball. That is when the coach calls and says, you are not trusting her and that is seriously hitting us. And she makes her not play. Means he says you are not going to play the next match. Till the last half an hour, she was not allowed to play. And then she comes up to the coach and she says, no, I understood what you told. I saw them. Trust me. She takes his hand, trust me. I will do what you are expecting me to do. And she goes, 2 goals are hit and India wins that match. So that is what a coach has to do. Try to build confidence among the team members, try to build confidence among each other, and try to motivate each other, because every day everybody will not be motivated. Every day all of us will not be one single finger all the day. Sometimes we will be this thumb finger, sometimes we will be this index finger, middle finger, ring finger, sometimes that little finger. That is how our emotions are going to be. That's the reason we say together everybody achieves more. So as a team, what happens? It will give you that energy and you can always perform. For some reason, while he was coming, he met with a simple minor accident with a two-wheeler and there is an injury in the leg. So his mojo or his energy level will be down. Because of the team, his energy which is down will not actually demotivate the entire team. But if it is consistent, a new player has to be added up. So that way, confidence building has to be done in a neat and professional manner. And trusting each other and being confident about each other, that is also important. How do you think relationships are going to be always heaven? Yesterday I told, there's nothing called as I got married and year afterwards I live happily ever after. No, it is not like that. Our marriage or our team is a present continuous tense. In the same manner, confidence building is also a present continuous tense. The person who has experienced highest level of success is the person who falls back to a depression which is unimaginable. That's the reason you find so many successful people committing suicide, because they have hit the highest peak. When they slow down, they cannot handle at all. They get into drug abuse, they get into depression, and the world is comparing them with each other, and you will find their life would have become so miserable. I can take n number of such examples. Amir Khan, the greatest successful actor, his own brother is a drug addict. I can take n number of such examples because it is a public forum. I don't want one brother is at the peak and the other brother, he has got depressed because he is not able to even reach 10% of what his other colleagues has done. This is what is called as peer pressure. Peer pressure puts your confidence down. And peer pressure in the team also puts your confidence down. Somehow everybody is able to introduce themselves, but I am not able to introduce. I think I cannot be a part of the team. My confidence is low. That is where an entrepreneur or a leader or a team manager will come and say, it's okay, I will put you onto a training session, go attend such training sessions and come, and you will be re-energized. That is what, even in Chak De India, though it is an imaginary story, for him to play against life and death situation, because what they say in the story, all of you know that you will have to pay tax, but if you lose the match, you will have to pay 3 times higher tax. That is what was told. It was a do and die situation to them, trying to bring them all together and make them work as a team. Together everybody achieves more with that motivation and building confidence in them and seeing to it they win the match. It was an experience to be remembered. All of you also in life, it is the same. You and your wife and your kids has been brought together as a team. Sometimes it is his intervention, a team is formed. You got into your office, a team is formed. Now it is your responsibility to see to it that the confidence pours and you are able to continue with that confidence. Sure. Look at the confidence of a father, because he had to not only go against his own discipline, he had to go against the discipline of the entire wrestling federation of his own city. There was a time when wrestling was considered as a men's game. Women were only meant to be housewives. That is how it was actually looked at. At that point of time, when his dream of becoming the greatest wrestler and medal winning dream of his was not fulfilled, he wanted to see to it that is fulfilled by his daughters. He wanted a son. For some reason, he did not have a son. Both the daughters were born, and one day a gnanodaya will happen and he starts realizing, why am I seeing them as girls, or why am I seeing them as boys? Why don't I see as Brazil medal winners? And for the first time when he starts looking at it, his confidence was high, but in order to bring the same confidence with his kids, he had to really work hard. He really worked hard in order to see to it that his kids also felt, yes, we will see to it my father's dream is fulfilled. So they had to have confidence in him, he had to have confidence in him. Their confidence was pumped up day in, day out. They lost matches, then father came, he pushed them. So that way life went on, and there is a struggle. It is always like that. I will also be talking in one of the slide. Confidence is required in all that painful exercises. Confidence is not required in pleasurable experiences. Guys, all of us will have ice cream now. Uske liye confidence kya chahiye? Not required. Guys, we'll sit for 1 more hour without a tea. 1 more hour without a tea. You require confidence. So pleasurable things may not. Guys, tomorrow 4 o'clock, all of you will get up, and 5 you will have to be in this class. 4 o'clock, get up. 5. Willingness is not there. No sir, I'll have to take sugar tablet at 7 o'clock. So I cannot come at 5 o'clock. The reason is correct. But the same tablet can be taken here also. But excuse is a truth in a wrong place. So we will talk about that. Yes, confidence building is required. And this man's confidence is amazing. Break, tea break. Banta? Siri, we will pause it. आ जाएगा. अभी टाइम कितना हुआ?
Sir, 10:46.
Okay, guys, कुछ physical